Hello everyone and welcome to FunRace 1. Well, here we go. We've got the main season underway, but on the side, here on a Tuesday as well, let me just add, we've got a bit of extra fun for you. Different cars, thrown around different circuits. It's going to be loads of action. It's going to be amazing to watch as well. And, well, you get to see some racing twice a week. And, well, we've got less drivers. We've got less drivers than we would in the normal race. That is to be expected, of course. However, the racing is going to be close, and that's what we love. We've had loads of drivers placed on very different levels. From the looks of things here, right now we've got 10 drivers in. You could have 10 drivers placed around a similar level, which means that we're going to be in for a lot of action. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. If we can have overtaking nearly every second that we take a look at a car. So that would be absolutely brilliant to watch. Now, as you can see, we have taken you to the last few minutes of practice. You have got the top three that have set a time on the board. So that's Mardu, that's Rink, that's Nacho. So they are separated by just under half a tenth of a second, so super stuff. And then it is an 8/10 gap to Dantis Papen and also Gingeru, who's in 5th. Gingeru and Dantis Papen will not be qualifying. They'll be attempting the last to first. So this is the thing. It's not a competition race. It's not one of those races that will count towards your championship. It's not all on the line like we allude to on, or will allude to as well, when it comes to Saturdays for the next few weeks. You can have a bit of fun here. Of course, still good racing. That's, at the end of the day, why we all are here. You're going to get fun, good racing on the edge. That is what we will hope for. Now, it's looking close, as I mentioned, at the top of the table, so that could lead us into a good 10-minute qualifying. That's what we will have, of course, not the usual. So we have 10 minutes for qualifying, a 25-minute race, so everything's just a little bit shorter, which, to be fair, it is a fun race. I do prefer, and I'm sure there will also be some other wacky formats thrown around if, of course, the race track and car allows it. That is what the fun races are going to be. It's just going to be different all the time, and we have loads of race suggestions that have been thrown around, so I'm sure we'll be seeing quite a bit. Here is Brandon Bartop, who was definitely getting a lot of support in the Imola test race. So he was definitely getting a lot of support in the Imola test race last time out as well. He was absolutely in the mix when we started the season. Remember, Saturday, we will continue our campaign. It'll be the second round of the championship, and that will take place at Hockenheim as well. So that will be a fun one in the Renault Clio Cup. Really excited for that. And also at the end of this broadcast, I'll actually show you the official results from the competition race last time. No, it was just as we, of course, showed you the what is it? The test race. Well, the fun races, I should say. The fun race calendar, we showed you that, of course, last time out. So, you know, we'll do a bit of mixing and matching between them. And I think, of course, we're still talking to the same viewers. You've still got the same drivers. We'll show you the official results at the end of this. So, I guess you have something to look forward to. That's after a load of penalties. Loads of penalties. Yeah, loads of penalties. And I think, to be fair, if we do have a chaotic race like we did at Monza again, then we will have lots to analyse, and I can see steward clips are immediately being sent in straight after races, so we can even analyse and take a look at some of those before we go off air. Because last time it was just that, well, yeah, we want to have a pre-show, we want to, or a post-show, I should say. We just want to keep talking and debating about everything that took place in the race. Which, yeah, unfortunately wasn't the debating that I wanted to do, but it was something that we were talking about, considering the chaos that we got. And personally, as a commentator, that is a season race. That is like, how I would treat it is, of course, a Formula 1 race. Quite basically. Everything's on the line. It's a round of a championship. So to see that, it was not ideal. However, for a race like this, a fun race, while still everything is set, good racing, clean racing, while everything is put forward to everyone, that is how it's going to work, at the same time, it is a fun race, a bit more chaos, and a bit more wacky stuff. I keep using that word, but yeah, a lot of wacky stuff going on. Whether it's drivers doing last to firsts and all of that happening, that's fine. It is a fun race. It's meant to be fun. It's not meant to just be someone dominating from lights to flag, even though I'm sure at some point in a fun race you'll get that. All fun. All fun. And all chaos. About to come your way. We're about to get the 10-minute qualifying session underway. And as you can see, we'll have a 25-minute race that will follow straight after. It kind of feels weird talking to you on a Tuesday, considering how we've done it all on a Saturday. But yes, hopefully we'll be bringing you more fun races. For me, it will mostly depend on, of course, availability for the fun races. Saturday is all fine. For this season, it's all fine. Of course. When it comes to Tuesdays, it's going to be selected rounds, and of course I think it would make sense, of course, if we only have, like, let's say 3 drivers, it wouldn't really make sense to be bringing you the show. So stuff like that, and of course circuits and stuff, all of those will definitely play a part, but we'll try to bring you as much as action as you want. And of course you can join our Discord server. You can find the link in the description. All the information for that is there. If you'd like to participate when it comes to these fun races or even the main season, which, as I mentioned, will take place on Saturday at the Hockenheim. So that'll be plenty of fun. Okay, so you've got King right now out there on the circuit, navigating his way through. Loads of custom liveries, let me just add, coming in. Now, 2 drivers who haven't left the pit lane, their names are Dandis Papen and Gingeru. And as I mentioned earlier, that is of course due to they will be trying to do the last to first. However, whoever starts behind each other, they're the only ones who I will classify the last to first. So that is the interesting thing. If it was to finish like this, if this was your order, Gingery would be considered last to first. Unfortunately for Dandis Papen, it would still be an extraordinary performance. He'd still be getting the energy, but I won't be fully saying last to first if that was to happen. Yes. Just for a little bit of side information that you didn't require this time, but you'll get. So, Brandon Bartop making his way through around the circuit, a circuit which I've not commentated on ever before, which I find quite fun, which I also find quite exciting. You know, you're going into this not having a clue about what is actually going to take place and what is actually going to happen, along with a car that I've actually never commentated on before. So interesting combo. When it comes to it. Well, Brandon Bartop then. Let's see. We're currently watching him in his special livery as he makes his way through the corners and attacking his way through. So he's heading to the final corner of the circuit. This is where you're watching him make his way through now, and then using the bank style corner to his advantage up towards the line for Brandon Bartop, and with 7 minutes to go he sets the time for the rest of the field to be. It's a 1:19.627. Who is going to be able to compete with that? Here is Moreira up towards the line. Sergio Moreira, let's see what lap time it is. So not a lap time being set that time around for Moreira. Still loads of drivers going on the attack. NATO is ahead by 1.9 seconds. King goes to 3rd position. You also got Rink making their way up towards the line as well, trying to set a time on the board. Brandon Bartop with a moment on the circuit. Rink goes to 3rd right now. So you've got NATO, Bartop, and then Rink. Some of these drivers still trying to get a competitive time on the board at this stage. So that's what they are chasing. Mardu disconnected. He's back with us right now, as you can see on this circuit. Mardu, a driver who is shown to be very quick battling up against Dantis Pen a couple of times as well for those race victories. As he goes off the road, he'll rejoin. He will rejoin and will continue to make his way through. Oh, we have got Dantis Pen. Still saying it's a last to first. Well, yeah, I guess you could consider it a last to first in some terms. And he's also mentioning his Legends Ford race to last to first as well. Yeah, that was quite interesting. Moreira now goes to the top, so he's ahead by 0.5 of a second. But yeah, was incredibly impressed with that one that we just had all that time ago. One of the drivers, as I mentioned, who impressed me. Another one was Margie. I remember praising him a lot when it came to the sessions at Australia, the test race at Australia. I remember that. Rink to second. So, well, we are definitely getting battles all the way through. But even if you get a domination in this qualifying session, you've still got Dantis Pen and Ginger making their way through from the back. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. I think we'll give both of them the description of just coming from the back. We will see who can get up there fast and who can put the pressure on straight away and immediately. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if they end up going all the way from the back to the front by the end of lap 1. With how chaotic it is usually for pole sitters. Or there's always some sort of drivers just spinning around or some form of drama happening for them. So let's see them. Just looking for drivers making their way through. You're watching one of them, Nato, making his way to the final corner. And getting close to the grass on the exit. As he cuts the beam now. Over the line in 3rd position. So Adam's right now in 6th to make that 7th. As Rye goes to 4th. Adam with a spin, as you can see. Out there on the circuit. Loads of special liveries out there. Loads of special liveries. Lovely to see. Rye, another quick driver when it comes to racing in this league. Margie to 5th. Keep an eye on Margie. He'll look to try and be competitive as well. So the margins that we saw in practice seem to have extended a bit at the front of the field with Moreira coming in with a lap time. However, that is still all going to change. You still got 3 minutes, and of course you've got the race coming up. So all still yet to change, all still yet to happen. As Ryan makes his way through around this circuit. Talking about Moreira, he's making his way through the final turn on the circuit. You can see the Assetto Corsa sponsoring in the background as well, up towards the line. And for Moreira, it is going to be another lap started, another lap where he tries to take it further away from the field. Rink right now joining him on the front row as it stands. Nato's in 3rd, Rye, Mardu, Bartop, King, who's had a moment on the circuit. Also Adam behind, who's had a moment on the circuit there in 7th and 8th. And then you've got Dantis Pen along with Ginger. Those are the 2 drivers who are not participating in this qualifying. They are going to do a last to first attempt. A last to first challenge. Do their best Gabriel Bortoletto impression when it comes to the 25-minute race that will be coming their way. Joining Mardu once again. As he once again cuts the beam. So we're just currently waiting for lap times to come in, and lap times that will be competitive, lap times that can change up the order. We've already got lap times on the board, but it's ones that could disrupt how the grid is currently shaping out to be. Even if Margie doesn't have the pace, he's always a driver who in the race can use a bit of his skill, take it to another level, and try come up with something magical to try compete, to try fight. Rye's making his way through as well out of the final corner. I can see right now Adam's also about to get there as Adam tries to get a proper time on the board. So you've just got plenty of drivers at this stage, all just trying their best with over a minute to go. So over a minute to go in this session right now, and we're looking to see whether anyone can find an improvement on their time of 1 minute 21.805. Marju finds an improvement to 1 minute 17.997. That's to P4 for him. The lap I was referring to earlier was from King, who's in 7th right now. I can see that Moreira is making his way through as well, as he continues to push on. The driver who's setting the pace by 7/10 of a second at this stage, as he flies past once again, making his way through to this final corner, which we love mentioning that it's the final corner, but it tells you that a lap time's about to come to a close, and it's a lap time that is going to be taken further away from the field. 1.1 seconds clear. Well, everything that we said about this being close, or closer than usual, chuck that out of the window for now until we get to the race, until we see what Dandis, Papen and Ginger can do. Can Rink or anyone, in that case, find anything to get closer, or maybe even shock us at the end by going to the front of the field? Here is Marju. Let's see whether he can at least get possibly into the top 3. Over the line, no. He's in. He's come over the line at the moment. Here's Rink. Nothing he can do. NATO will get a chance. NATO will get a chance. You've got Moreira pushing on at this stage as well. King's making his way through, but Moreira could even extend it even further. No, he's going to dive into the pit lane. I mean, he's got it for now, but we're watching NATO, who will try get him to the front row. Rink's got it for the moment. Let's see who will be joining the absolutely rapid Sergi Moreira at the front of the field, up towards the line. For NATO, can he get to second position? No is the answer to that question, and it's Moreira who has taken pole position for the FunRace by 1.1 second at the end. But now it's time to see what Dandis, Papen and Ginger can do from the back of the field. Keep an eye on those two drivers. They'll be the ones bringing on the charge. Everyone else will be trying to defend, while Moreira tries to pull away and break clear to dominate the 25-minute race that is coming your way. So that was a bit of fun, everyone. That was a bit of fun. And we're ready for some more fun. As I can see, as you can even see, Rai asking Moreira, do you have a setup? Oh, brilliant, from Brandon Bartos. Subscribe to the ACSL Racing League. I agree. Subscribe, as you are being told from the man who starts in P6. Now, I will not be driving. Teleporting to the pit lane is what I'm doing. Let's try get you a front camera angle. There we go. Nope. We'll go to this one. Yeah, we'll go with this. So we'll go with this to see the lights come on. Oh, we've already got to 30 seconds. That was quick. That was quick. But yes, as Brandon Bartop tells you, subscribe to this channel. Not only do we bring you fun races, we bring you the main season. Time now for Fun Race Run here around this venue and this configuration of circuit, which will hopefully deliver some amazing action. So, Moreira is alongside Rink. Dandis, Papen and Ginger are the two drivers to watch. They are attempting the last to first challenge. Lights out! Fun Race 1 is underway, and it's a good launch off the line from our pole sitter. Moreira has the lead down to turn number 1. It's going to be a battle for second position when we hit the anchors for the first time down into the corner. Rink is going to see himself drop down to 4th. Moving to second is NATO, and maintaining 3rd right now is Mardu, but for how much longer? Mardu spinning around, and he's already at the back of the field. Spinning around, disappointment there for Mardu, who was looking to contend. It was a close battle for second place, but it's NATO Nato, who has got it, with Moreira holding the lead at the front of the field. Rai still has third position. It's Rink in fourth. Then it's Bartop, Gingeru, and Dantis Papen has dropped down. Dantis Papen got up to what would have been fifth at the time, I believe. Now he's dropped down to 9th, so disappointment for him. He's immediately trying to get past King, as Ginger is the other driver going on the attack. He's the other driver going round. Gingeru and Dandis Papen both attacking, both on the charge, both spinning around, and both making their challenges of this last to first even harder. King goes round once again, and he's retired. He's retired from this one. That's him done immediately. Well, there we go, everyone. The chaos that we thought would happen has happened. It's a 9-10 advantage as we go on to the second tour with 23 minutes and 30 seconds to go on the clock. So, Dandis Papen and Ginger are both attempting the last to first challenges, and both of them, after, well, Dandis Papen especially, he gained a lot of places, let me just add. He gained a lot of positions off the start. But he had a spin first of all. Then Ginger also had a spin going wheel to wheel, as I think he was trying to get past Rink, if I remember correctly. So all action going on there. However, no action. No action for Moreira. He is just... well, he got off the line brilliantly. He got off the line brilliantly, and that was basically job well done. And now if you can just keep it pointing in a straight line, it all should go to plan for him. But it's not going to be the quiet race, because you've got Dandis Papen going on the charge. You've got Dandis Papen trying to get the widest berth possible, trying to take the widest line to get the best drive off the corner to get to the inside line. And Dandis Papen will make his way up to 6th position, as you can see. Does Adam try fight it back? Does he try fight it back? Trying to go the long way around. And that was tight. But Spapen, brilliant with his attack, brilliant with his defense. Adam will try get the run once again. He's not done with this one yet. He's absolutely not done with this one yet. As Rai tries to defend from NATO for this battle that's going on between second and third. So that's been a little switch that's been going on at the moment. And that's a mistake from our race leader. Moreira goes off the road, and it means that when you look to NATO, when you look to Rai, this is no longer the battle for second. It's now the battle for the lead, and NATO charges through. Rai tries to fight back. They very nearly make contact. Rink now will try and move up to second place. It is an ultra brawl right now going on between the top 4 to try to see who's going to win this. NATO will try pull away. Rink will try to set the corner up, and he'll try take the Dandis Papen approach by getting better traction on the corner. They are basically pushing each other through the corner. It's all over the road. It's aggressive driving, and it's a contact between Rink and Rai. Rink is left off worse. Moreira now will try recover from that moment, as he will try and possibly dive to the inside. Adams had a moment further back on the circuit. Moreira gets to the inside. Moreira gets to the final spot on the rostrum at this stage. So, Moreira moves up to 3rd position. Lovely stuff from him as he'll try recover. Rink thinking about it. I think he's just trying to be large, looming in the mirrors. I think that's what he's attempting to do. But guys, you've got a fun battle at the front of this 4-car battle. Can't ask for anything better, can we? Battle for second once again. Oh my god, Moreira is just tearing them apart. Set too easy right now. Passing where he wants, seeing his rivals run out wide, and he is now 1 place away, 1 overtake away from getting back to the position of the race lead. And is he going to attempt it to the inside? He had much more overspeed coming into the corner, and when we leave the corner, it is neck and neck, side by side. Can he use the momentum to go the long way around? That's his goal right now at this stage. Can he keep it on the road? All 4 wheels on the road, all 4 wheels ahead. Moreira takes the lead. Brilliant stuff from him, and Dandis Papen will be the next driver who will attempt to try and make the same move, or he'll try and use that outside line. Once again, he couldn't do it on this stage. He couldn't turn it back and switch it to the inside and get better traction. So these two remain how they are. 5/10 in it for the lead as NATO tries to fight back. Rai and Rink are close together. Rink getting the slipstream, and Rink will surely get a chance to try and pass back. Out of the slipstream, Down the inside, you can see that he's being super late on the brakes. Momentum carried by Rai. And Spapen and Bartop collide. They come together. And that was heading on to the start-finish straight. They had that contact through and more contact. And off this time goes Rink and Rai. Well, it's turning into that again where they will now basically go back onto the circuit and continue their battle. Violent stuff at this stage between all these drivers, and now it's getting back to Monza style, stretching to the contact left, right and centre. Well, Moreira tries to pull away. Ginger is in the pit lane. So Ginger is in the pit lane. And Spapen will try to get past Brandon once again. Here we go. Battle for third continues now. Alongside. That's a late loan to the inside. And that's from Rai, who will get the power down. Will he take the position? He will. He'll move back through. But I don't think Rink's done with that one yet. Immediately comes charging back to the inside. And are you ready for another battle? To be debated down to turn number 1, because these two are going at it. This is incredible to see them continue to go side by side, and this has been going on for a while at this stage. They once again make contact as Rink spins around. And I mean, when they go side by side for so long, it was always going to happen at some point. That was the moment where it did happen. These two have already made contact today. Dante Spapen coming up to Rink, passing Rink. Now the question is, can he pass Brandon? That's the car he's trying to get through. He's been trying to get through for a while. Brandon won't want to give it up. Spapen will get to the inside. Spapen will get to the place. He'll move up to 4th. So Dante Spapen now will make his way through. And will hope to make his way through all the way from 4th, but even sideways really earlier on in this race. But my word, does he have a lot to gain. He's got 10.3, then a further 15.6, then a further 3.6. He's got a big mountain to climb, doesn't he? Quite the big mountain to climb. If he is going to be victorious by the end of this, it'd need a bit more chaos, I'd say. It would need a bit more drama. So this is Moreira now coming up. Rink is your second retirement from this race. Ginger is still in the pit lane. And off the road in the background. Moment for Adam. I will be on the racing line. Just avoided for NATO. Great avoiding action, great avoiding skills to avoid the spinning back marker that was Adam that time around. So Bartop with a moment. Brandon Bartop with a moment as he puts his foot to the floor and continues on. Gaps are formed. So gaps are formed now around this circuit. You've got 7.3 in it between Moreira and NATO. You've got Ryan 3rd, Spapen in 4th, Bartop is in 5th, Adam running in 6th right now, Mardu in 7th. Your retirements are Rink and also King. And also Ginger right now is in the pit lane, so unless he comes back out, he could really be just counted as one of the retirements at this stage, unless, as I mentioned, he is going to be coming back out. Bartop with another moment. So here we go. Continuing to battle is Bartop. That is with the lap runner at this stage, Mardu. Both battling at this stage, and I mean they'll still entertain us to some action, won't they? As Mardu is eventually passed. Of course, the drivers have to respect blue flags. So Marju does get past. We can see Rink in the live chat. Definitely not happy with the contact. Saying it's really nice how I have nowhere to go and then we touch our spin and my car brakes and nothing happens to him. So definitely not a happy situation for a driver who was running up there. All the way up there. Battling for those higher positions, which I'm sure every driver would absolutely love to be a part of. So 13 minutes and 47 seconds to go on the clock. This is FunRace 1. You've got the action still to come on Saturday. That'll be your main race at Hockenheim. Should hopefully be a great race, and of course a championship also taking place as well. With that, you've got every point being recorded from those races as part of the season on Saturday. So it'll be round 2, and we will hope that you'll be able to join us then as well for what will surely be a great bit of action for you. Hopefully even maybe a bit of action pack and a little bit less chaos, because I think we had enough. I think we had the entire season's chaos, or well, probably 5 seasons chaos in that one race at Monza. So that's how that will play out. But yeah, really looking forward to the action that will be coming up at Hockenheim. No action going on the circuit at this stage, so I think we'll, as Marju has a moment, just as I say that. But yeah, so I think definitely worth mentioning and previewing some of the racing that will be coming your way. Which is absolutely going to be entertaining and fun to watch. So, well, it's now that stage of the race where all the drivers just try to bring it home, really. That is the way it all works. And as you can see, Marju having a bit of fun out there. Well, it's not like it can get any worse for him right now at this stage, considering it's also a fun race. Enjoying himself a little bit out there in terms of just navigating this circuit in this 2004 Porsche Cup car. Considering how we are slightly less on action right now, I'll actually show you our standings now to get them out of the way. Okay. Lovely stuff. All entertaining, right. Just getting myself the standings for you guys. Don't worry. I am still absolutely with you. So just gathering those standings for you. So here we go. And of course your race results. So championship standings. We'll get you your race results to give you a little bit of a better idea. I'll put them to the side of your screen. Just so we're not interrupting any of the space for you. Or too much of the space. If anything happens, then I'll quickly need to minimize. But with how the gaps are, I'm sure I'll be able to minimize it in time. So don't worry one bit. Oh, moment for Ryan on the circuit. He goes off the road. And he will lose the final place on the rostrum. And Dan Dispapen says thank you very much. He moves up to 3rd. And a big moment in this race. It all seems to be happening, doesn't it? As Adam, he's on the circuit, he's dropped down. Looks like I can continue, guys. So we're not of course going to block the entire screen for you. Bit of live editing for you guys. Who doesn't like a bit of live editing? So there you go. So as you can see right now on screen, we have got these standings. I'll make it a little bit bigger. I think Adam's going to continue driving now. There we go. I've got them ready to click on it to hide if anything chaotic happens. But yeah, as you can see, Ryo winner. Loads of penalties, loads of stuff basically happening. So Ryo winner. That was basically how it ended, and he was the one who kept it clean and deserved that one. You also, of course, had loads of penalties. Ben, Mayonnaise, Jaden Dantas for Penn getting a 15-second, Kenu, Nathan Sweeney getting 55. You had Marcos, you had Ekista, Maxine Chat, Billy Noble, Sam Kelly, Rovers. They all got 10 seconds. You can see if drivers lost positions or gained positions when it came to that as well. And of course, it's not really worth showing you the championship standings for this race, as Adam's off the road once again. It's not really worth showing you the championship standings for this race, considering the fact that we've, well, just had one race, and that pretty much tells you the story about the championship standings. But yeah, hopefully that is all of that wrapped up for you. So that was from the competitive season. Remember, this is the fun race. But just thought I'd quickly show you, as a lot has changed, and it's probably better for you to be aware before we go into next week. And also, as we're talking about, or sorry, not next week, this week. You see now, we are used to one race a week, so it's now messing with the brain. Oh yeah, we're not back till next week then. No, we're here on Saturday. So that's how it's going to work. But yeah, but talking about that, do join our Discord server, because then you'll find out basically on the day if the stewards don't have the biggest nightmare when it comes to that many reports. If they have less reports, then I'm sure it will be done on the night, or maybe the next day. If it's of course a lot, then it might take a bit of time for the official results and everything to come in, and all the footage as well. But yes, do join our Discord server to get all the latest information and find out what's going on. Because you'll have all the drivers you'll be able to see all the drivers complaining about their penalties, or whatever goes on usually. Let's just say the typical driver stuff. Complaining about all the penalties they've received, or disagreeing, which happens in basically nearly everything. And all of the post-race talk and mods everyone discusses, and all of that goes on. So, 6 minutes to go on the clock, and right now at this stage we're just bringing it home basically. That's what Moreira has done. That's what Moreira is doing at the front of the field. Okay, so 5 minutes 30. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. 30, there we go. 5 minutes 30 seconds to go on the clock. That's right! Into the barrier! As he tries to push on to try and get to 3rd. Well, he's already got 4th pretty much. But right now, he is just pushing on, doing absolutely everything. Goodness me, has Moreira got a 20.3 second gap? Yep, guys, I'm not lying about that. He has indeed got that. So, I'm just taking a look at my emails right now, as well. Don't know why you require that information, but it's information that you all are getting right now. So yeah, do let me know as well in the live chat if you have any other information that needs to be shared about quite literally anything. At the end of the day, it is a fun race. Hold on a minute. Get back to broadcast mode. Lucas into the pit lane. Moreira's into the pits. Wasn't expecting that. I was literally chilling and expecting, oh, we can just chill our way through. I think we still can. He's basically come back out. Now the gap will reduce and update on our timing board. What's the gap now? 11.9. Still, it's good. That's Adam, who we just gone past, who was spinning. Lovely stuff, guys. "12 seconds. It is, well, I say 12 seconds. You'll be wondering, okay, what are you referencing? First, second, third, fourth? Probably better if I tell you. Well, I was referencing first, second, but that's gonna come down even more because Moreira's into the pit lane. He doesn't want to bore us. It is a fun race at the end of the day. Driving to the pit lane, having a bit of fun in the final minutes. As we watch as we see the gap come down. What's the gap this time around? Hold on, we'll get the updated gap in a moment for you. Don't worry. 3.2. He's in the background. There cannot be any mistakes now. Here we go. He had the time to do it. He's executing it perfectly right now. Through these corners, darting all over the road. He navigates his way around. I think Vi's also doing the exact same. Is he just driving to the pit lane as well? I know he's actually stopping. He's actually stopping. We'll see whether he continues or will. Brandon and Margie both move up. Well, interesting moments in this race then. Well, you just don't know what's happening. Everyone wants to pit. Oh no! Well, Vi will continue on. Brandon's had a moment on the circuit. And he'll just loop it around, use the whole circuit to try and get back. Pointing in the other direction. Oh no, he couldn't execute it. Couldn't turn it down. He still can't execute it. Oh no. There we go. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Now executed on the circuit. As well. And they make a bit of contact there as they navigate their way through. Goodness me. All chaos. Oh, hold on. We've got 45 seconds to go. We'll be calling a winner very soon. How exciting is that, everyone? We'll be getting a winner soon. So, 30 seconds to go on the clock. You have Moreira making his way through. As the clock continues to tick down. Remember, when it hits 0, that will be your final lap. My question is, will he be able to make it to the line in time? I think he'll do it. It'll be tight. It's gonna be right down to the last few seconds as he comes over the line. And he is on your final lap. Well, a little wide moment there, a little wide moment anywhere on the circuit earlier on would have meant that it would have been even closer, and I wouldn't have known whether that was the lap that he was being crowned. But I think it's 100% clear this time that this will be his final tour in a race that he has absolutely dominated. He has taken the pole. He of course was aware of all of the shenanigans Dantis, Papen and Gingeru were planning in terms of a last to first. Well, he decided to dominate qualifying, put it on pole, and then the task was to lead away. He did lead away. There was a slight mistake in there. No problem. Set the game to easy basically. Passed them all the way to the front of the field once more. And then basically just dominating. Has had 2 trips through the pit lane. And is having his final trip around the final few corners in FunRace 1 as he comes out of the final corner. Will put his foot down all the way to the floor, and he'll be the first driver to see the checkered flag. Moreira comes over the line. He wipes the floor with the field, and he takes the win by 7.4 seconds. But how different could that have been had he not had those 2 trips to the pit lane? Could have been possibly 30 seconds, who knows. He just had that much pace over everyone today. Dantis Papen will be in 3rd. In between, in 2nd will be NATO. Here is Papen up towards the line, weaving to the podium from the back. And then it's Rai. Then it will be Bartop, Brandon Bartop, who will come over the line. And he will secure himself a position of P5. Behind was Mardu and Adam. Your 2 retirements. You can also count Gingeru as a retirement as well. Really, Vrink, Gingeru and King. Those 3 did not see the flag. The final driver to see the flag is about to do it now, and his name is Brandon. As he comes over the line, he's in 5th position. Okay guys, well, there we go. That's that wrapped up. Anyone doing donuts? Anyone doing anything fun? There we go. There we go. Moreira was too quick. He wasn't aware that that's what he's supposed to do. Adam doing donuts. Mardu doing donuts. And NATO getting a 2nd and enjoying that a lot. So, okay, everyone will continue their donuts. Lovely. Celebrations and everything coming to a close. For some, disappointment for others, but the thing is they've got a championship race coming up on Saturday. That's where their attention has to go to. That's where it all counts. That's where it all matters. That's where everything is on the line, as I like to say, and you'll hear a lot when it comes to that. We'll be racing at Hockenheim. I've already showed you the standings. We will leave Assetto Corsa. We'll take you back. We'll put the waiting music low, and we will get on screen. You will get on screen your calendar for the next race. So first of all, we'll get on screen your FunRace calendar. So quite simply, it's basically all you really need to know. It's next week. It's next week. Car not announced. Track not announced. You'll find that out. But as I said, if you want to know that information before we're here this time next week, then you need to join our Discord. There, we've got all of the information for you, and you don't have to keep waiting till these streams are set up. And however, one thing that we do know for sure is your competitive season calendar. And as I mentioned, that will take place in a few days when we go racing at Hockenheim. And then you have Kyle Army, Laguna Seca, Interlagos. And we will end the season at Imola. All action, all excitement still to come, everyone. ACSL is the place to be on Saturdays and Tuesdays for all of the action. Please join our Discord server. Please subscribe, as Brandon told you earlier on. And also make sure to continue to get involved in the comments and also in the live chat in our broadcasts. Well, the final thing to say is thank you to everyone who has joined us across today's action. We will see you on Saturday when the competitive season continues. So we'll hope to see you all then. And hopefully we're going to be in for another interesting